Before and after every international journey, Pope Francis made a quiet stop at a Marian shrine. To the world he was the Holy Father, but to Mary, he remained a child of trust. Today, we remember his deep devotion to the Mother of God. Even before he wore the white papal cassock, Jorge Mario Bergoglio was drawn to Mary's presence. As a young Jesuit priest in Argentina, he discovered the lesser-known image of Our Lady Undoer of Knots, a devotion that would shape his prayer life for decades. He once gave a copy of this image to Pope Benedict XVI, a sign of how personally important it was to him. For him, Mary untangled not only theological difficulties, but the struggles of the heart. When he was overwhelmed, confused, or burdened, he turned to her. Throughout his life, Pope Francis prayed the Rosary faithfully. He often said he prayed all 15 traditional mysteries every day, joyful, sorrowful, and glorious. It was his way of staying rooted in the Gospel, through the eyes of Mary. He called the Rosary a simple prayer but so profound, and he urged Catholics to pray it often, not just in churches but on buses, in line at stores, during quiet moments at home. He often spoke about the importance of carrying a rosary and praying it daily. For Pope Francis, the Rosary wasn't just a prayer, it was a way of life. He encouraged others to keep one close, to turn to it in moments of peace and in times of trial. It was a spiritual lifeline, a reminder that Mary walks with us every step of the way. No image was dearer to him than Salus Populi Romani, protectress of the Roman people. The ancient icon resides in the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore in Rome. Before every apostolic journey, Pope Francis would quietly enter the basilica, kneel before the image and place his journey into Mary's hands. When he returned, he went again, to give thanks. This tradition wasn't for show. There were no press releases, no speeches, just a silent son before his mother. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Pope Francis prayed before this same icon for healing and protection. Pope Francis often spoke of Mary not as an unreachable figure, but as a real, approachable mother. In his words, Pope Francis, Mary is not a postmistress, delivering messages every now and then. She is a mother who brings us to Jesus. Pope Francis expressed his devotion to Mary in many forms, through prayer, pilgrimage, and preaching. He held a deep reverence for her as a mother, protector, and guide, honoring her through well-known devotions like Our Lady of Guadalupe, Our Lady of Fatima, and Our Lady of Aparecida. Our Lady of Guadalupe. He visited the Basilica in 2016 and referred to her as the patroness of the Americas. He saw her as the mother who embraces the poor and excluded. In 2017, he canonized the Shepherd Children and entrusted the world to Mary's Immaculate Heart on the 100th anniversary of the apparitions. Our Lady of Aparecida. In Brazil, he made a pilgrimage to her shrine and spoke of her as a unifying mother for all Latin America. He had visited her shrine even before becoming Pope, during the Latin American Bishops' Conference in 2007. His relationship with Mary was not just part of his papal duties, it was personal. He spoke to her as a son. He asked for her intercession before making decisions, and in moments of crisis, he sought her calm. In a world often filled with noise, Pope Francis reminded us that Mary speaks through silence and leads us always to her Son. Now that he has passed into eternity, we remember a Pope whose heart quietly beat in rhythm with the Hail Mary. Perhaps the best way to honor him is to take up the Rosary once more, and to entrust our own knots, worries, and journeys to the same mother he loved so deeply. If this video moved you, please pray a Hail Mary today for the soul of Pope Francis, and subscribe to join us as we continue sharing Catholic stories that inspire faith, hope, and love.